Good morning, thanks for joining me on Developing Stories. My name is Remy Allen. The Ondo State House of Assembly has charged ministries, departments, and agencies of government to set realistic revenue targets and work diligently towards achieving the state's economic goals for the new fiscal year. The Speaker, Olamide Oladiji, while declaring open the 5-day legislative exercise, said it is imperative in order to ensure that proposals presented by various MDAs align with the needs and aspirations of residents. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshilola Adesoya Ajayi reports that Osrc Media Group was among the MDAs that appeared before the House. The report.
Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa had earlier presented a budget estimate of 492,795,667,939 naira only to the House for the 2026 fiscal year, declaring the exercise open at the Assembly's mini chambers. The Speaker, Olamide Oladiji, said the government's ambition to reposition the state economy requires the commitment of all MDAs. Oladiji described the move as a crucial legislative process aimed at clarifying grey areas and ensuring that proposals presented by various agencies are in tandem with the needs and aspirations of residents.
To charge all the officials of the ministries, departments, agencies to fully cooperate with the Committee of Finance and Appropriation and individuals supervisory committee of this house, of this honorable house, to achieve a thorough job within the stipulated time frame. I assure the good people of Ondo State that this honorable house will painstakingly consider the budget, ensuring that it meets their needs and aspirations.
The chairman, House Committee on Finance and Appropriation, Oluwole Ogumolashi, assured that no MDA will be negatively affected, emphasizing that the welfare of the people remains the Assembly's priority. He therefore stressed the need for revenue-generating MDAs to step up efforts at meeting their independent revenue targets, warning that demands for increased budgetary allocations would continue to be unrealistic if agencies failed to strengthen internally generated revenue and block financial leakages.
We also have to ensure that we block all the blockages that needs to be blocked, because it won't be fine for us to allow the revenue that's supposed to be coming to the pocket of Ondo State that will be benefit the entire state, rather than that should be going to one individual pocket.
Heads of MDAs, including the Ministry of Information, Owen Press Limited, Ministry of Infrastructure, Land and Housing, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, as well as Ondo State Television Corporation Media Group, were among agencies that appeared before the committee. The Director General, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, who led other management staff to the Assembly, expressed optimism that the corporation is on the path to greater growth despite operating under financial constraints. He further revealed that plans are underway to secure the corporation's presence on major cable platforms by next year, a move expected to boost revenue generation and significantly widen audience reach.
The few achievements we have received at Osrc is through the effort of everybody that had to make sacrifices because there was no money. But with the budget that's going on, I believe that by next year we'll be able to do a lot better if what we asked for are given to us. And everyone should look out for a more reformed, stronger reforms. By next year we'll be on all these, on the cable platforms. And once there are cable platforms, and we'll generate more money, draw more audience to the state, and then all government reforms and all the government programs will be all over the places. So we can expect a lot more. There are specific things. We can't be operating a transmitter of 20-something years, 27, 30 years, and expect to meet the same standard with all the other TV stations.
Hope Magazine. We now come out with the Hope Magazine monthly. However, we acknowledge the fact that the economy is straining. Yet, we need more government support. We need more funding to achieve our target of becoming a stable, durable national newspaper. And there are strong indications that the Ondo State government will stand by us in this noble cause.
The Ministry of Information and Orientation is developing an app of fake news in Ondo State, because fake news has done more damage to the state. So we want to, if you after developing this app will track fake news anywhere that is perpetrated in Ondo State, and we're able to trash it as fake news, so that with that we will reduce quite a number of tensions in the state.
The 2026 fiscal appropriation tagged Budget of Economic Consolidation is expected to take care of ongoing infrastructure projects, strengthen education and health sector, and boost economic growth through strategic investment.
President Bola Tinubu has forwarded a list of 3 ambassadorial nominees to the Senate for confirmation. Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced the submission during plenary session. The nominees are Kayode Are from Ogun State, Aminu Dalhatu from Jigawa State, and Ayodele Oke from Oyo State. The President said the nominations were made in accordance with the 1999 Constitution as amended. President Bola Tinubu has declared a nationwide security emergency, ordering the Nigeria Police and Armed Forces to recruit additional personnel to tackle rising insecurity across the country. In a statement issued from the State House, the President directed the police to recruit 20,000 new officers, bringing the total planned intake to 50,000. Tinubu gave the Department of State Services authority to deploy trained forest guards to flush out terrorists and bandits operating in Nigeria's forest, and ordered the recruitment of more personnel to strengthen these operations. He called on the National Assembly to review laws to allow states to establish state police where necessary, and urged local authorities and religious institutions to improve security measures. The President urged Nigerians not to succumb to fear, stressing that the government remains committed to safeguarding citizens, ensuring national unity, and supporting security forces in restoring peace. In a related development, President Bola Tinubu has called on herders to end open grazing, surrender all illegal weapons, and transition to ranching as part of new national strategy to resolve the long-standing farmer-herder conflict. The President, in a statement, said the federal government is prioritizing sustainable solutions to the violent confrontations between herders and farming communities, clashes that have fueled instability across several northern and central states. The admonition comes amid a surge in school kidnappings in Niger, Kebbi, and other parts of the country in the past week, as well as ongoing farmer-herder violence in the north-central region that has left scores dead in recent months. He urged all herder associations to seize the opportunity, end open grazing, and surrender illegal weapons. To support this transition, Tinubu added that the federal government, in partnership with state governments, will provide frameworks for ranch establishment and implement measures to curb illegal arms circulation. And finally, former Minister of State for Petroleum, Timi Silva, has written to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, demanding to have a date with the anti-graft agency. Silva, in the letter addressed to the chairman of the commission, particularly frowned at the move by the EFCC to declare him wanted over an alleged $14.8 million fraud. The former Bayelsa State Governor, in the letter, informed the commission that he was currently receiving an urgent medical care for a life-threatening condition. He said he was in constant consultation with his medical team to know whether he could discontinue his treatment to enable him present himself to the EFCC for interrogation. Silva said he was deeply surprised and profoundly unsettled to learn through a public announcement that he had been declared wanted despite his well-known disposition towards cooperation with lawful authorities. And that's the news. Thanks so much for watching. Good morning.